Hi everyone, Jenny McNamara here with Touching Trees Counseling and Relationship Services. Welcome to our 5th video in the Everlasting Divorce series. This video is on the second realm of change, which is the financial realm of change. Now, because you've been divorced, you know that divorce in and of itself is extremely expensive. And not only is it expensive to get divorced, it's expensive to maintain 2 separate households, expenses for the kids, that kind of thing. What this video is going to talk about is the 3 different sort of sub-realms of change within this financial piece. So we've got money going out, changes we can make in the ways money goes out. There is money coming in, so changes you can make in how you make more money for yourself. And then finally, it's changes that you can make in terms of shared financial responsibilities, particularly if you have children. So the first one of those, the money going out, a couple things here. So if you're in an everlasting divorce, you might still have money going out towards divorce professionals. You might still be paying off your attorney. With increased conflict over time, you might have to hire a mediator, you might have to hire your attorney back, you might have to pay for a parenting consultant, that kind of thing. So one realm of change, which actually can help resolve itself as other things get resolved, is that piece of having to spend money on divorce professionals long after the divorce is already finished. And we'll talk about this more in the next realm, which is the emotional realm, but part of being able to disengage from the drama is being able to step away from a fight and not having to always engage a divorce professional to be in this battle with you. Another piece of money going out is if you are the partner that is paying maybe spousal maintenance or alimony, you have some options in terms of how you do that. So if you're someone that it just really pains you to write that check every month or have those wages garnished every month or make that transfer every month, one change you can make is to consider lump sum payments if you have the means to do that. Maybe you have a savings account or something like that. If the stress of paying your ex-partner is so great that it's really sort of it's bothering you to the point where it's kind of interrupting your ability to function and think rationally about the divorce, you might consider doing or offering anyway a lump sum payment that can be negotiated. So it could be that if the rest of your alimony is X number of dollars, maybe you offer 75% of that to pay it off sooner and pay it off in a lump sum, that kind of thing. That's one way to change sort of the money going out problems. Now, another piece is money coming in. So if you are struggling to pay your bills, struggling to pay your legal fees, that kind of thing, you may consider short-term additional resources. So that might look like a seasonal job somewhere. It might look like taking on some consulting work. It might look like taking on some babysitting. Anything you can do to help just put a little bit more money in your pocket, not such that it is kind of throwing your finances out of whack, like you wouldn't want to go back to court because you're making so much more money now, but something that can at least help pay some of the bills and reduce that stress off of you. So that's a change you can make. It doesn't have to be long-term. Doesn't have to be super stressful, but it's just putting a little bit more money in your pocket. The last part of the financial realm of change is ways you can look at shared expenses if you have children. I suppose even if you have like maybe shared real estate or that kind of thing. Sometimes partners will just pay each other off at the end of the month, and that can work fine for some people. In other cases, there's maybe an argument at the end of the month, each month, about who paid what or what's owed what, or maybe I don't want to pay that this month, or I didn't agree to that, whatever, that class or that, uniform or whatever. One thing you can do is begin paying your recipients or your vendors or your after-school providers or whatever separately from each other. So pay those people directly. So you can pay the dance school your half on the day that it's due, and let your ex-partner figure out how to pay them directly at their time. You can pay school fees that way. You can pay out-of-pocket dental fees that way. Pay it directly to the provider versus having to either wait to get reimbursed or reimburse the other person, but having that additional conflict. So we talked about proximity and physical and contact in the last video. This is another way to minimize some of that contact. If you don't have to talk about the expenses, the shared expenses every month, because you're just paying your part to who it needs to go to, and your partner's paying her or his part to where that needs to go, that can help reduce some of that stressful contact. And that can go for even not just children's expenses, but anything that you maybe still are sharing payment for. If you can just pay it yourself, pay your half or your proportion yourself, that will help with the stress. So, kind of just a recap, in the financial realm of change, you can make changes in how your money goes out. So you can change how often you want to hire a mediator or hire your attorney or hire a parenting consultant. You can change, if you're the one paying spousal maintenance or alimony, you can change how that works. I'm guessing that many recipients of the spousal maintenance or alimony would be fine getting a lump sum payment. I could be wrong, and I'm sure that it's not a general truth for everyone, but it might be a way to help reduce your monthly stress of having to pay that bill. Then you can also make changes in money coming in. So you can make changes in your income, even just small incremental changes that can help reduce some of the financial stress on you. It's a way to make a change. It's a way to give yourself some financial freedom if you're the partner who is struggling more than the other partner. It can also, you may find a part-time job or something that gives you some meaning. It might just really help your self-esteem to be working and making some money of your own. And then finally, you can make changes in terms of your shared expenses. And the best and quickest way to do that is to just pay your provider, your vendor, your school, your coach, whoever, pay them directly. Let your ex pay their part directly to kind of split those from each other and reduce your stressful contact. That is it for this realm of change. The next video is going to be on the emotional realm of change. And this is going to be the tricky one because our emotions get so caught up in the divorce and the post-divorce and the drama and the self-esteem issues that come with being in an everlasting divorce. So that will be our next video, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks.